Oh, we got a crane. Whoa.
Yeah, we're going really big budget with our productions now. Got a crane operator. But what's exciting today, Locke, is that we've got a brand new DJI, but unlike any other DJI that we've seen so far, because this is a first right here. Front, back.
Oh, 2 GoPro, two action camera.
I don't think they want to mention GoPro. It's a 360 camera. Boom.
Which I'm actually using it right now.
Yeah, look at that.
It's not actually a crane.
It's not a drone. Now, what we have to do, Locke, I think we need a bit of action. A bit of extreme sports. I've got an idea. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Ah, yes. This is what I call action. A bit of action. This is what I had in mind, Locke.
Compared to last time.
I know.
Last time it was like, oh yeah, we can do that. And then at the end it's like, oh my god. Hi people, sorry about the audio clipping in the video. It's not the problem with the DJI Osmo 360. It's probably my problem. We were using the DJI Mic Mini. I'm using it right now as well, and you don't hear any clipping in this video because for some reason I expect it to be using auto audio gain. Turns out I have to set up the audio gain. Now the thing is, with the default setting, the audio gain is auto, but I was using Pro mode. In the Pro mode, I can set up the white balance, I can use D-Lock amp, but then I didn't know that I have to set up the audio gain as well. Now I said it might be my problem because I find it a bit weird is that this is really quiet. I didn't really have to talk loud. I still have to use -12. Well, it might be a problem with this is still in a beta firmware. Yeah, I hope that DJI will improve that, but yeah. So anyway, let's get back to the video and just remember the audio clipping isn't the problem with the camera itself, with me.
So at the minute we're recording with the DJI Osmo 360. Who would have thought, hey? They're into drones. They're the only option really for good drones. And then Insta360, let's face it, they're pretty much owning that 360 space.
Yeah, it was the only option.
But
also,
now it's gotten to the point where DJI thinks that it's not enough to just have the drone space. We want a bit of 360 space as well.
actually, in a way, it's not too surprising as well.
It's not too surprising. I mean, they've already gone into action cameras, so this is essentially just like an action camera.
This is like 2 action cameras stacked back to back.
Yeah. I mean, GoPro did it, didn't they?
Yeah.
So,
not very good.
360 cameras are great for filming when you're in a tight spot or doing activities that requires all your focus. And the main camera choice up until now is really Insta360. Another option is certainly welcome for those who like an action-packed lifestyle. And, well, those who don't.
I haven't had my breakfast, so yeah. What do we have here? Portuguese tart. That's the setting. For now, this is really easy work for me. I just set it up and then I just...
Honestly, I could have just done this myself.
No, you can't leave the engine.
Yeah.
Set up and stuff and eat. I'm gonna serve you this one.
Oh, thank you. So what's so special about the DJI Osmo 360? Well, they put a sensor in it, which is a little bit different to your conventional sensor, because Insta360 X5 sensor, that will be a 4:3 aspect ratio, isn't it?
This one, they say they got a 1-inch sensor. 1-inch sensor. I do this because it's not actually a 1 inch, but so usually 1-inch sensor is 4:3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put a 4:3 1-inch sensor into that, compared to what they have now, it will be the same area. Need some graphic too. explain this, but
Okay, if you take a 1-inch sensor meant for 360 cameras, the aspect ratio of that is 4:3. The whole sensor is not utilised, just a square part. In fact, it's a circular portion of it. What DJI is doing with the sensor in the Osmo 360 is to make a square sensor. The size is 1/1.1 inch, which is size-wise pretty much the same as taking a 1-inch 4:3 sensor and trimming it down to a square. But what's the point of that?
well, they make it smaller, so the body could be smaller, and then it uses less battery and produce less heat.
Yeah.
Tailor-made.
Exactly, yeah. Well, probably made by an engineer rather than a tailor, but anyway, the Osmo 360 is appreciably compact, about twice the height of an Action 5 and narrower. If you were to get an Insta360 with a 1-inch sensor, you'd have to get a bigger camera. It's great. How often can you do a review, scoffing your face, and having a little bit of tea?
All I do is holding the stick.
Yeah.
Invisible selfie stick. Some people think that is a specific stick you have to get to make it invisible.
No.
No, it's just a stick.
Talking about sticks, do you want to have a go on this stick?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we can put it here. Exactly.
This is meant for fishing or something?
Remember the cover, I guess. Why bees?
That's a
Oh,
wasp, mate.
this mine. Why bees eat this
That's a
thing?
wasp.
Go get that one. Go get that one.
No, it's mine. No. You also. Motherfucking wasps. Cry off. So, there we are. Well, we got you. I mean, in terms of the specs, I think DJI has gone for something quite similar to the Insta360 X5. So the Insta360 X5 is f2, DJI is f1.9. I mean, the difference is negligible, isn't it? No. But they both claim 13.5 stops of dynamic range. I mean, I don't even know what to think about these specs anymore, like 13.5 stops. Now, DJI Osmo 360 can do up to 8K 50, but not 60 FPS, 6K 60 and 4K 100. Insta360 X5 can do 8K 30, 5.7K 60 or 4K 120. It's important to have as much resolution for 360 cameras because no matter how you watch it with VR goggles or export them into flat video, you're only viewing a small portion of that original video. Another neat thing is DJI Osmo 360 also has up to 5 minutes of pre-record. Not 5 seconds, 5 minutes! Insta360 also has 30 seconds of pre-record on 8K, 60 seconds on 5.7K and 90 seconds for 4K. And honestly, that's more than enough for most people. The Insta360 X5, I think it's pretty good, isn't it? So what it all boils down to is, does it look better on the DJI? Yeah.
So one thing I think I did before with Insta360 versus Insta360 as well is that facing the sun that way and then also back of the sun, because with a normal camera you just you point it this way, you can have one exposure. You point it this way, you can have another exposure. But this, it have to consider all 360. When it's really bright over there, then this side would it be grainy or something. All right, I have to say my Insta360 X2 was 3 generations older. So now I can't figure out how to change the color setting on here.
Sophisticated.
And DJI, I don't have to read anything. It's just really intuitive, I have to say. How do I change the color? Oh, I have been shooting.
Oh no!
I have been shooting normal color on here.
Oh no!
Because the iLock doesn't support 8K.
A what?
So I set it to iLock.
Yeah.
And then I set it to 8K, so it must have changed the setting. Oh, come on, Insta360!
Both the Insta360 and DJI take 8K 360 videos. There's been a bit of talk about 8K and X5, sure, but I'm not going to get into that. The fact is though, the DJI uses more sensor space than the X5. And the thing that really matters, comparing the images from the camera, the DJI seems to have a sharper image. Note the hair. The houses far away looks a bit mushy with the Insta360 X5. In a backlit situation, Locke's face is darker with the Insta360 X5. And when we're looking at log, sharp hair with the DJI, the foliage looks very mushy with the Insta360 X5, especially as it only shoots 5.7K with iLog. Also, if we take away the color correction, the DJI uses their D-Log M, which is a less hardcore log, easier for smaller sensor video. In my opinion, iLog of Insta360 is probably a bit too much heavy lifting for a video from such a small sensor, especially as it only shoots 8-bit. In low light, lock's face looks bright on the DJI and the lampshade is less overblown. If we bring the Insta360 up to about the same exposure, interestingly the DJI seems to have more noise, although the lampshade is still more overblown with the Insta360. When the light source is closer, it's more comparable with both cameras when it comes to lock's face. The lampshade is still more overblown with the Insta360 though. Log profile, well let's just say it's not really ideal in low light with them. For comparison's sake, the DJI is less bad. They both have a mode for better low light. This time the DJI has lower noise and is sharper. The lampshade is similar. All of these footages are stabilised, thus you have motion blur and low light. The DJI is pretty well controlled, less so the Insta360. Also, both of them have an anti-blur feature, and the DJI comes out on top.
But actually, one thing we forgot to mention is we are using the DJI Mini.
Yes.
That connect directly to the DJI Osmo 360.
Yeah.
Audio, it was a really big problem with 360 camera before as well.
Yeah.
A few years ago, probably during the pandemic, I tried one of those mount a Rode wireless mic. It kind of hide it, but I still can't hide the audio cable. It's annoying.
I think that's the clever thing with DJI products, is that they've really worked their mic system. You can have that chorizo. Go there.
Let's go! Go! Full power!
You asshole! You!
I don't know why with 360 camera you tend to hold it really high and then the angle would be weird. Actually better around eye level, just like you're filming with that camera.
You can shoot single lens mode in both of them.
Yeah, you can basically use them as a
Action like
GoPro.
Yeah. But the DJI does it in a high resolution. 5K 60? The Insta360 is 4K 60. There's also a selfie mode on the DJI or Me mode on Insta360. The point of it is that you could easily take an invisible selfie stick selfie video, but with the DJI you still need to pass that footage through their app before you can use them in social media. You might as well just take the 360 video that lets you freely pan around. With Insta360 though, for 4K it still has to go through their app, but 2.7K or below you can get a normal flat MP4 video that can be used straight away in social media. Just in case you didn't know, after you've shot 360 video with either Insta360 or DJI Osmo 360, you'll get some proprietary 360 video files. You have two ways to make use of them: convert into flat video with their app or desktop software, or convert them to 360 MP4 files and then edit them in video editing software like Final Cut Pro or Premiere. Both of their apps let you manually pan around the 360 video and export it into flat video, or you can add keyframes or track a subject, or physically swing around with a phone yourself while playing back the video. An app will record your POV and export that to a flat video. We prefer to use Final Cut Pro, so we need their desktop software for conversion. Both desktop softwares have some editing ability, but we don't need those. We just want the conversion. Insta360 Studio lets you select a bunch of video files and simply do a conversion, while DJI Studio insists that you create a project, put each file into the timeline before you can do a simple conversion. Conversion is kind of a slow process with both softwares, so be prepared to allocate double the length of time of all of the video you've shot. But it's curious that DJI have gone for a more rectangle. I mean, obviously the Insta360 is a rectangle, but it's slimmer and longer with the X5.
I actually think this is, I mean, the longer shape makes sense for 360
I think so.
camera.
Yeah.
It's easier to hold as well.
With the X5, it just kind of adds that
little
little bit more length.
A little bit, especially when you're holding it or something.
With DJI, I think it's the same batteries as the Action 5.
Yeah.
And it's got that little case, so you can just kind of charge that.
Yeah.
That is one thing that DJI are doing very nicely. I don't know, I like that the DJI has got the batteries, it's a flat, whereas the X5, when you take out the battery, then there's just this big gaping hole there. It also means that you have to turn off the X5 and take the battery out every time you want to access the memory card. DJI has 105 gigabytes of internal storage, that's good for almost 1.5 hours of footage. Waterproofing, DJI is down to 10 meters, Insta360 X5 15 meters. The Insta360 X5 has a user replaceable lens, the DJI doesn't, but DJI did note that their official service will replace one lens for £22 or both for £35. I guess one upside of this is that they'll do a better job than I probably would, so don't need to worry about it leaking water or dust in.
That's a funny
Yeah, I know, that's weird, isn't it?
thing. What's that?
It's a place for kids to do drugs, Locke. Anyway, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. on that note, yeah, I mean, maybe we could start a website, Locke. We could do 360 8K, 360 8K, AK360.com.
.com. 360 AKAI.
Well, exactly.
.com.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally make the website using AI. You just fill in what you want, and then the AI bit will do the difficult bit. But you can tweak it to however you like. That's the good thing. There's templates, but they've kind of revamped it. I've been working on my website, so I just thought
Forever.
14-day free trial, and even better, you could do that with a 10% discount with the code Kai. You go to Squarespace.
I always think 360 camera is really useful. We use it a few times. When I say really useful, and then we only use it a few times, but those few times are brilliant. But last time when we doing, it was the Insta360 that saved the day, because I was going to film it with my Panasonic and then find out we were too busy to film.
Yeah.
I can't even pick up my S5 Mark II. And so the whole video was shot with Insta360.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Arsehole.
So it was good for that, and then it's good for this.
For certain types of filming, it just makes life a lot easier when you can just plonk the camera there, and then you can move it later, move the angle.
Oh, from the top. Like with a GoPro, we have to adjust it, point it, but no, you just point it. Just put it there. Whoa!
I mean, to get that sort of shot that you're getting right now, you'd have to kind of tilt an action camera down like that so it's facing this way.
Yeah. I just want to give Insta360 credit for developing this idea from ground up. They were the first to make it that you use a 360 camera to shoot normal video.
Yeah.
Because before that, everyone was thinking, 360 camera, we take some VR video and then you put on a goggle to watch.
Yeah.
But no, these are for this kind of video.
Yeah. It's just, you can do whatever you like with it, spin around. I think Insta360 were the brand to make 360 video not just a gimmick. I did think it was beneficial for people filming themselves. You stick it on the camera, you get a point of view of the camera, but you can also film yourself.
Yeah.
But I just always thought that before, the image quality was a little bit too kind of...
Yeah, that's the problem.
But now they're getting into the 1-inch sensor realm.
Good enough.
I think that's good enough.
As the DJI Osmo 360 is priced quite similar to what the Insta360 X5 currently is, in fact, is cheaper than the Insta. Naturally, these are the two cameras that people will look for and compare when looking for a 360 cam, until GoPro finally releases their revamped 360 cam. The form factor of the X5 is good. It fits in the hand nice and has a nice slim profile that works great on a stick. Features wise, they're quite similar too, but with the DJI, with an equivalent sensor coverage that's the same as a typical 1-inch sensor for a 360 camera, you get better image quality, dynamic range, and frame rates to choose from. As it turns out, newest is certainly best, but that's not just good news for anyone buying a 360 camera right now, but it's certainly going to make what was once a one-horse race a more competitive game now.